I know we haven't been gone for long, but I have to say, it still feels good to be back.
Can I get you Pansy some tissues, or can we go to the inn now? I'm so hungry.
All right, all right. Huh. So even the Union can't sit still when it knows a princess of the Empire is out on the loose.
Then the Dawn knows that I'm a candidate for the Imperial throne, too.
Yep. That's why he told me to come keep an eye on you.
So you're here to observe her? That's kind of creepy.
Really?
What? Is it just me?
Anyway, here I finally catch up with you, and I wind up sticking my foot in that mess back there. It hasn't been easy for old Raven.
But why worry so much about Estelle?
It's only natural considering the state of things between the Empire and the Union.
Each side is trying to feel the other out. The Dawn just wants to keep track of their movements.
So, you're all planning on looking for this pharaoh by going to the sands of Kogor.
Yes.
Do you know what sort of place a desert is?
Well, it's hot and dry, and they've got a lot of sand there.
That's putting it lightly. It's not as easy as all that, though.
Our plan is to get to the area together first.
And then?
Then I guess we'll go around and ask where Pharaoh is.
I don't even know where to begin commenting on that plan. So it's not just that you don't want to go back to the castle anymore, right?
Well...
It'd be easier on old Raven if you did, though. I'm just saying.
No, I'm sorry, but I have to know the truth behind Pharaoh's words.
Huh. Well, the Desier continent actually suits me just fine.
Why is that?
I've got to go to Nordopolica for another errand I'm running for the Don. Have to deliver a letter to Bellius.
Whoa, that's pretty important.
That's the boss of the Colosseum and ruler of Nordopolica, isn't it?
Technically speaking, he's called the Duce.
Do you know what's written in the letter?
It's got something to do with those monsters that attacked Dongrist. In particular about that Pharaoh chap you all are following. The Don thinks Bellius will know something about that monster.
Looks like it just became worth our while to pay this Bellius a visit too.
Right.
So if you don't mind, Raven here will just tag along with you.
That's fine, but you'll have to follow the laws of brave Vesperia.
Got it. It's not like I can go join in your guild, you know? You understand.
Why can't you join Brave Vesperia?
It's against the rules for anybody to be in two guilds at the same time. And I guess technically speaking, you are a member of Altosk.
What do you mean, technically?
So are we done? I'm gonna go get some rest then.
Okay. What do you think Rita's gonna do?
What indeed?
Does this mean we're on our own until we leave tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll all meet down at the harbor then.
What's the matter, boss?
I don't know if I like you calling me that.
The boss is the boss. What would you have me calling you instead?
Just call me whatever you called me before. This boss thing seems a little over the top. It makes me feel silly to have you calling me that.
Don't you think you'll get used to it?
Well, maybe.
Well, you know way more about guilds than I do, right?
I guess. The boss of a guild has to stand as a role model for everyone else. I wonder if I could be that great of a person.
Come on, it's not like you're expected to be the best boss ever from the very beginning. You can take it a little at a time. For now, our guild has a job to complete.
You're right. First we need to take Estelle to meet Pharaoh. But do you think we'll be able to meet him?
Our guild's job is to figure out a way to meet him. If we can't meet him, we won't get our reward, and people will lose confidence in our abilities. That's all there is to it.
I think we may have picked something a little too tough for our first job.
It's more of a challenge that way, and our reward will be that much bigger too. Let's make the best of it.
Yeah.
I said that I will deal with things in my way of doing, but I let Cumore escape that easily. What a shame. I don't know how I could explain this to Flynn. I know. We have Guild's job to deal with rather than Cumore. Yeah, I just can't let him loose. Men of his kind will never learn, and will always repeat the same thing forever. I'll have to do something. I left the Empire and formed a guild for this kind of purpose. He will get what he deserves.
I'm just incorrigible. Whenever something or someone catches my eye, I forget all about everything else. I really lose sight of everything I was planning on doing beforehand.
Yep, that's about right.
I came to my senses after Judith told me. Until now, I've been dragging the rest of you around with me like there's no tomorrow.
Hey, it could be worse. If you were Empress, one word from you and the entire Empire would run off to do your bidding.
Yeah. I kind of feel like coming with you was the right choice.
Oh yeah?
I've been able to see all sorts of new things. I still don't know whether I'm going to take the Imperial throne, but there are still so many things left to learn about in this world.
And Pharaoh's one of those things?
It scares me to think about it, but I have to know who I am. I have to know what he meant by saying I was the insipid poison of this world.
It sounds like you've made up your mind.
Yuri? I might end up trying to order you guys around again. Next time I do that, yell at me, would you?
Sure. It's not the sort of personality trait that's easy to fix by yourself. Though there's another guy who's also a tough nut to crack, so I think we'll let him be the one we vent our frustration on.
Well, I'm going back to the inn. I'll see you.
Oh? Are you going to look for that Cumore guy by any chance?
Nah, just going on a walk. Where were you?
Just out for a walk like you.
What you said to Estelle earlier hasn't been gnawing at you, has it?
What I said earlier.
Didn't you say some pretty harsh things to Estelle?
Oh, right. Sorry to beat you to the punch like that.
What? You didn't beat me to the punch on anything.
You were going to tell her the same thing that I did, weren't you?
What, you figured it out? You don't have to apologize for something like that.
All right.
So weren't you going off to look for Cumore after feeling bad about hurting Estelle with what you said?
No, I wasn't. You don't believe me?
You care for other people's feelings a lot more than you let on, I think.
No, not at all.
Well, whatever.
What about you? Aren't you going out to look for him?
I told you already, I'm just going for a walk. I can't believe we have to travel with you.
What, you ain't happy?
Well, I'm not exactly jumping for joy.
You're too glum. Lighten up. Didn't I stand together with you in the face of evil?
That was only because you had to. I still haven't forgotten about what you did at Nor Harbor.
You still remember that. Some people just don't know when to give up.
I'm not about to make a list of all your offenses. Saying that I'd rather not have your company on our trip is already more than enough.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'll be on my best behavior. I behaved myself at Cave Mock and Gasperos, didn't I?
Yeah, that sure would be nice.
What should worry you more is whether or not these old bones will be able to keep up with you youngins for much longer.
You plan on sticking with us until Estelle goes back to the castle?
The Don ordered me to keep an eye on the girl. I ain't got much choice in the matter.
Sounds like a tough job.
I wonder if I could hand her over to the Imperial Knights somewhere.
I can see it in your eyes, old man. You're thinking bad thoughts again.
Nah, not at all.
Well, it's really too bad that you're going to be traveling with us, but might as well make the best of it.
What do you mean, really too bad? Well, whatever. Anyway, Raven the Great is going back to the inn. Later, boy.
Do you really plan on helping Estelle find that pharaoh whatever?
Yeah, I guess so.
Didn't that thing say that Estelle was an insipid poison or something?
Yeah, I heard.
After something like that, I guess you can't just tell her to forget about the whole thing. But it won't help her if she uses that as an excuse not to deal with the issue of the succession to the throne.
Yeah, I'm worried that might happen.
What are you talking about? That's what is happening.
Yeah, maybe.
But...
You're saying I should take her back to the castle?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
It was her decision. We have to let her figure out what she should really do.
You realize it might come to blows with this Pharaoh guy, right? She won't get to figure out anything at all if she dies.
She's not gonna die. That's why I'm going with her.
Ugh, have it your way then.
Ready to go?
What should we do about Rita?
That one has her own matters to attend to.
That sounds about right.
So, first to the harbor and then find a boat?
Huh? You mean...
Are you coming too?
Yeah.
Wasn't there something you had to go do?
You were going to investigate the air craner, weren't you?
It turns out the one at Cave Mock the Commandant asked me to look into has already been researched. I hadn't really made up my mind about which route to take to research the others.
So you'll be using us to help with your investigations?
Well, there's no guarantee I won't run into trouble like back at Heliord. Anyway, it'll be safer for me this way than going alone.
Nice to see your glowing personality hasn't changed.
This means we'll be able to travel together again. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's no big deal. Anyway, we were going to the harbor, right?
Ah, to be young again, I tell ya.
You got something you want to say?
Whoa! Down, girl!
To the harbor then.
The two barrier blastia of this city and Nor Harbor were originally a single blastia.
Did you read that in one of your books back in the castle?
Yes, actually there were 3 pieces. The last piece sunk in the sea between the 2 cities.
I wonder if you could raise that Blastia, and if you sold it, you could live like a king forever.
The Empire would have already done it if they could. Any idiot could come up with that idea.
You don't have to be mean about it.
Oh, it's you all. We meet again.
So what's a successor to the Imperial throne doing in a place like this?
I've been working with the Dawn to officially seal our Treaty of Friendship.
Is it going well?
Well, I wish I could say it were going better.
I can imagine. That Heracles monstrosity kinda made the Union really not like the Empire.
Yes. And now, prominent members of the Empire are voicing their doubts regarding the Friendship Treaty.
The conditions that Don gave the Empire were for a treaty of equality, after all.
And they are certainly not on equal footing with something like that.
Yes. Had I known about Heracles beforehand, I could have stopped them, but...
You didn't know about that thing? You're in line to be Emperor.
I know, but I have no authority over the Imperial Knights.
The Imperial Knights act on orders from the Emperor alone. They do not report to anyone else.
Well then, it's easy. Just become Emperor.
You mean...
Becoming Emperor isn't as simple as that.
Why not?
To ascend to the throne, one must possess the Imperial treasure, Dane Nomos. But Dane Nomos went missing around the time of the Great War, 10 years ago.
Huh. So that's the real story why we still don't have an emperor.
And that's why Rago wanted to get his hands on Dane Nomos.
What was that, Yuri?
Forget it, it's nothing.
Anyway, is it really okay for an Imperial candidate to be wandering the streets like this?
I was just on my way to Heliord.
Huh, that is closer to Dongrest than this place is. Negotiations would probably go smoother there.
I believe so too.
Master Yoder, we should be off.
If you'll please excuse me.
I can't take it anymore. I'm seriously gonna starve.
Can I eat a gel?
No.
Does the pooch look a little scary to anyone else?
Oh, he's probably just hungry enough for his wild instincts to kick in.
The pooch isn't the only one about to go wild.
I'm no good at diets, seriously.
This isn't a diet, it's a fast. Why do we have to stop eating too?
We can't have delicious smells just wafting by. We're just as hungry as you are.
What a tyrant.
Against that many? You've got to be crazy!
I wouldn't do that even if I had 9 lives.
What's going on?
Halt! If you won't do the work I've paid you for, then I want my money back. Add the Indigo Beasts to the blacklisted guilds.
Yes, Madam President.
Isn't that the woman we met at Dayton Hold?
Yeah, that's her, all right.
Why do you guys know her?
We just met her once a while back. Is she a friend of yours?
I wouldn't say I know her. She's the president of Fortune's Market, one of the 5 master guilds.
In other words, she's one of the top dogs at the Union.
Hey, I just got an idea!
What's up, Carol?
Maybe she could get a boat for us to take across to Desier.
if it isn't Mr. Yuri Lowell. You've come at just the right time.
Huh. I guess those wanted posters really do work.
Listen, I've got a job that would be just perfect for you.
Hard labor, huh?
I like a man who can cut to the chase. As you may have heard, schools of mermen often attack cargo ships at this time of year.
Huh? But I thought there was another guild that always served as your escort.
It seems the leader of the mercenary guild I hire passed away suddenly, so they aren't available. The other Guardian Guild simply has no backbone. I don't know what to do.
What was the name of that Guardian Guild you mentioned?
The Blood Alliance.
Gee, I wonder what could have happened to them.
You're all as guilty as I am. Hate to disappoint you, but we're in the middle of something right now, so see you around.
Wait, Yuri, what about the boat?
Did you say boat?
We've made a guild of our own.
We're called Brave Vesperia.
That's a wonderful name. Well then, shall we talk business? Mutual gain is one of the basics of all business, you know. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Sorry, but like I said, we're in the middle of a job. We can't take on anything else right now.
We won't call it business then. Let's just say we'll cooperate as two guilds helping each other out. That way we won't be going against any guild principles. There are various incentives for getting along with me, you know.
Well...
All right, we can talk, but we need to go to Nordopolica. We can't afford any detours.
Fine with me. The mermen are only a problem in the waters near here. As long as I get to another port, I'm good. Once we arrive, I won't have any trouble making arrangements with another ship.
Wow, she means business. Literally.
So, do we have a deal?
I have the sinking feeling we just got tricked into something.
Fortune's Market isn't known as the best group of salesmen under the sun for nothing.
This isn't so bad. Now we have a way to cross over to Desier.
I'll even throw in a bonus for all of you.
Bonus? What do you mean?
If we arrive safely in Nordopolica, I'll give you the boat we used to get there.
Really?
The boat looks pretty beat up, but it's still a good deal.
Right?
So these mermen must be pretty tough customers if you're willing to part with the boat.
I'll leave that to your imagination.
Figured as much.
Marvelous. We have a contract then. Now that we've settled the details, I'd like you to get to work right away. Just let me know when you've made your preparations. This is the Fiertia. She'll be your ship as soon as you've escorted her to Nordopolica. And this man is Tokunaga of Gull's Song, a maritime guild affiliated with Fortune's Market.
I'm Tokunaga. Very nice to meet you.
He's only on board for this voyage, so next time be sure to hire your own pilot. We're not in a hurry, but these are important negotiations, so I really appreciate the help.
What is the ship's cargo?
That's confidential information.
It's nothing we should be worried about, is it?
Relax. We've got it covered. All right. Head towards Nordopolica. Go directly southwest from Torum Harbor and you'll see the Desir continent. Nordopolica is at the eastern edge.
I hope you won't mind if I go over the Fiertia's controls for you. You can only disembark from the ship where you see a dock, a port, or a beach. You won't be able to get onto land where there are cliffs. Of course, the ship can't pass over rocks, but you'll also have to keep her out of the shallows around islands. You might be able to take her into some rivers, if they're deep enough. However, if there's a bridge spanning the river, you won't be able to take her under. We wouldn't want to clip off our mast. And that's about it.
We just started out and we're already working with one of the 5 master guilds. This is good.
Yeah, you're one step closer to making your dream a reality, Carol. Aren't you happy?
You talking to the kid? He's over there mumbling about something.
Merman. The first thing had to be Merman. Brave Vesperia has some bad luck. What's the president of Fortune's Market gonna think of us if we fail? This is bad. This is so bad.
I don't think he's very happy. He's just being careful, that's all.
That's not being careful. That's running and hiding.
It'll be nice if we don't run into the mermen, won't it?
That's pretty wishful thinking.
You're quite the pessimist for your age, girlie.
I'm just a realist.
Anyway, thanks for your help. Looks like we're gonna make it there on time.
Yeah, Leviathan's Claw was going to beat us there if we hadn't found an escort for the ship.
Leviathan's Claw, huh? That's a name I seem to be hearing a lot lately.
Oh? They're the guild that's specializing in sales of Hopeland Blastia.
Oh, that explains the situation in Heliord.
Lately, they've been trying to steal our clients from us. If we weren't able to cross the sea, they would have swiped up another one of our major customers.
Still, you can't help but wonder where those slime balls are getting their product from.
Indeed, Hopeland Blastia isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world to get one's hands on.
You don't think the Empire is behind this? No, that couldn't be. It's mages that are supervising the Blastia distribution.
Ah, right on time.
Everyone, be careful!
The world's spinning. I think I'm getting seasick.
Did that monster just say something?
That voice sounds familiar.
Well, well, aren't you a chatty monster?
Let's work together. Oh, power that tries to shine. Photon! Oh, 6 encircling stars, blaze light that obstructs all things.
Come on, Wind. Delays! Ready to go!
Just let him do it.
Hooray for the old man!
You're true to your reputation. I was right to bring you along.
I tell you, brave Vesperia doesn't have any shame in working an old man down to the bone. Even while I'm looking for Apatheia and doing all sorts of other things.
Apatheia? Isn't that what you were looking for back in Nor Harbor?
That's right.
That's nothing but a fairy tale. I researched it a while back, but eventually I realized that there's simply no way it can theoretically exist.
I'm well aware people think it's a fairy tale.
Why are you looking for it?
Well, because the Don told me to.
It's still alive! Patty! Well, that was a pleasant voyage.
Can you really call it a voyage when you're in a monster's belly?
What are you doing all the way out here? I was hunting for treasure when I fell into the ocean, but a nice monster came to play with me.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't become part of a complete breakfast.
This is all well and good, but can we get the ship back on course?
Yeah, sure. So that wasn't all of them.
I've healed him, but he should still rest for a while.
Well, this is a real problem. I don't suppose any of you know how to pilot a ship.
I can do it!
Patty, you can?
If you're gonna travel around the world, you'd better be able to at least pilot a ship.
Then I'd like to ask you to be in charge of piloting this vessel.
You gotta be kidding me.
Ah, of course. We've made much better time than I thought. We could even afford to make a side trip or two. I'll leave the course up to you.
With a ship, we can go practically anywhere we want.
Estelle, I know you want to look for Pharaoh, but don't you think we have more important things to do for the moment?
Do you think?
I'll do what I want. Don't worry about me.
We just started our guild. We should err on the safe side, don't you think, Carol?
Yeah.
All right, then feel free to give me directions about our course.
You think we might cut down on the battles a bit? This old man can't take it for much longer.
Really? We haven't been fighting any more than usual.
Yeah, but keeping up with your youthful pace is killing me.
Perhaps we should go at the pace of someone older and slower?
Who are you calling older and slower?
Don't worry, you're still young and full of life.
Ah, yes. I'm glad you understand me at least, Judith, honey.
He was the one who called himself an old man.
Cut him some slack, Carol. People his age get sensitive about these things.
Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Brilliant! Brilliant!
All power that tries to...
Shouldn't you be using this?
The fog's gotten awfully thick.
Yeah, it's creeping me out.
Fog like this is usually a sign something bad's about to happen.
Knock it off!
Talk like that long enough and something bad will happen.
Hey, front! I mean bow!
We're going to hit them.
What is that? That's an old ship. I've never seen that type before.
I think it says the Atherum.
That's weird. There's no sign of people.
It's like... it's calling to us.
No way! Come on! Get the Fiertia going!
No can do. I don't know why, but the Ceres Blastia ain't responding at all.
What do you mean? What the hell is wrong with it?
You think this thing's the problem?
Ooh, maybe it's a cursed ghost ship.
You don't really think so, do you?
Why don't we go take a look? It'll be fun. I love this sort of thing.
What?
Well, we don't know what's wrong with the Blastia. We gotta go take a look.
Are you planning on just leaving the Fiertia like this?
All right, why don't 4 of us go investigate while the rest stay here and keep watch?
That should be fine.
Okay, so repeat and I'll go. And who's the third person?
I'm not
not going. No way!
Yuri, why don't you decide?
Gotcha.
You need to think about balance when splitting the party. Understand? This ship could also be attacked by monsters at any time.
Me? I'll do my best. You're taking me with you!
No, you stay right here and watch the ship.
If anything happens, yell loud so that we can hear!
You want Raven the Great to come along? I can hardly keep up with you kids.
I'd like to go. Do you mind? Oh, I guess it's full. Now that's too bad.
Huh? Don't split us up any more than this now. Good, great, that's hunky-dory with me.
I'd like to go. Do you mind? Ooh, so exciting.
All of you be careful. We'll set off a smoke signal as soon as the Ceres Blastia is fixed.
Thanks.
Do you think the others are all right?
You should probably worry a little more about how we're doing. There's no telling what might happen on a boat this sketchy.
You say that, but you sound like you're enjoying all this. Maybe that's why I don't feel all that scared myself.
Oh man, this isn't gonna be half as fun if you're not properly terrified.
Fun?
Never mind.
Is that the best you can do? Get the power to defy repeat! Your tail? Sorry if I hurt you. Oh, power the tri-soul shot. Fine. Photon! Its weakness. Don't get sloppy.
Destruction field!
Power the tri-soul shot. Fine. Photon! Learn again! Oh, six encircling stars be a...
I got no time to think.
Just beat him senseless and you'll win. Ooh, that's nice.
This one's pretty tough.
We must be cautious.
That's what happens when I get serious.
I just heard a weird noise.
Look at that!
It's no good. It won't open.
It looks like we have no choice but to keep moving.
All right, let's keep moving then. There's no use sticking around here.
Yep, let's go. I wonder if everyone we left behind is okay.
Oh my, what happened? I can't believe the mast would suddenly collapse like that.
We're fine, but I hope Yuri and the others are okay.
I'd be surprised if they came out of an impact like that without a few scratches.
Those troublesome kids. You mind if I go and make sure they're still alive?
Now hold on just a second. Who'll protect the ship while you're gone?
I'm sorry, but by ourselves, we wouldn't be much help in protecting the ship anyway.
Hey, I ain't the guild anyway. I don't have to look after your ship if I don't wanna.
Will we be okay with just the three of us?
That's where I come in.
Weren't you told to stay put? Not that I really care or anything.
Those words are powerless to put out the blazing fire that burns in an adventurer's heart.
So, basically you just want to explore the ship?
Because the ship, it reeks of treasure.
I don't smell anything.
An adventurer's sense of smell is sharper than the teeth of a man-eating shark.
Well, then you can come along. But if we find any treasure, we're splitting it up equally.
80-20, and we've got a deal.
Yes, I suppose we don't have a choice.
Be sure to come back. I don't want to be adrift out here forever. It does feel a bit hopeless with just the two of us.
Don't say things like that. Talk about something more fun.
Oops, sorry.
I'm pretty nervous, but I'd feel awful if anything happened to the others. We have to go save them. All right, let's do this. Go too fast. We don't know what's lurking around here, so we have to be careful.
Is that right? In that case, I'll walk behind you, Carol.
Huh?
All right, Carol. Ramming speed!
I'm not set on being up front.
You're the only man I can rely on, Carol. Not that you hold a candle to Yuri.
Whoa, Patty! There's no need to shove. Thank goodness! You're okay!
Hey, you decided to come along for the ride too? And hey, why are you bringing along more people?
We didn't exactly have a choice in the matter.
I've come to see ya, Yuri.
Well, you certainly got guts, though that's nothing new.
I've got more guts than a fish on the beach. I guarantee it.
I know. If you didn't, you wouldn't have marched into that old geezer's mansion all by yourself.
You mean Rago's palace?
Is our ship gonna be okay?
Let's get out of here quickly!
Ghosts are behind that, I'd wager.
You gotta be kidding me!
The ship's evil spirits are surely at the bottom of the ship, plotting to make us one of them.
Don't make up stories like that!
No way that's possible.
We'll just have to look for another way out.
Right on. Let's go.
Rita, are you okay?
What do you mean? Of course I'm okay. That's why I'm gonna get out of here right now.
Aw, but we worked so hard to get here. We should take our time and soak in the atmosphere.
We can't take our time here. I have the important mission of investigating the air situation. It's not like there's any other reason I'd want to leave here.
A strange face on the other side of the mirror.
No, it can't be.
I feel kind of sorry for her. Come on, let's finish what we came to do. For Rita's sake.
Yes, that might be best. See how much better it is when we're all together?
It's times like these that give you a sense for how important cooperation really is.
Yeah, I guess. The runt said something smart for once.
Not that we've done anything all that cooperative yet.
That's all right. Just being together makes this place less frightening.
I wonder if it's really that simple.
Ah! It's a four-legged hell beast!
Ah!
Oops, my bad. Must have just been the pooch's shadow.
Oh, you are so dead! I'm gonna kill you and leave you haunting this ship!
Look!
Year 232 of Asua, 13th day of Blue Air.
The Asul period and the month of Blue Air are from a time before the Empire.
So, over 1,000 years ago. That long?
Adrift 5 and 40 days. Food and water used up. Men succumbing to thirst and starvation. I cannot give in, though. I must see the clear Ciel crystal safely to Jormungand. This crystal holds the power to banish the monsters, and with it the town may yet be saved. I have stored the clear Ciel crystal in my red chest, A gift from my dear Yuefan. It won't be much longer until I am in her arms again, and then we will all be saved. But he wasn't able to return to his town. He passed away here.
Come on, Estelle. It was more than 1,000 years ago.
So this ship's been wandering the open seas for an awful long time. Sounds lonely.
I've never heard of a town called Jormungand.
If this record is really that old, there's no guarantee the town even exists anymore.
Yeah, I guess that's true. What about that clear seal crystal?
I've never heard of it.
The power to banish monsters. Huh.
I wonder if it's something similar to a barrier.
Do you think it might be here somewhere?
Let me see if I can find it.
Could this be it?
He's clutching something. It must have been very important to him.
You think it's the clear seal crystal?
Well, it matches up with what was written in that diary.
Hey, old man, you go get it.
No thank you. What is it with kids today always blurting things out like that?
Still a scaredy cat at your age, old man?
How are you any different, Patty?
Aren't you a little old to be arguing with a child?
Here you go.
Judith, darling, you've got nerves of steel.
Do you think it might be cursed?
Hey, this thing's stuck.
Mons!
Huh? Ah!
It appears to have the opposite effect.
What are you talking about?
It's drawing the monsters to us.
Here they come!
Can you imagine a more fitting captain for a ghost ship?
He doesn't.
All right.
Nurse!
That didn't work. Then what was that?
A new skill under my belt! It's getting away!
Come on, it's not like we have to settle the score with that monster, do we?
Jeez, poor Raven's getting too old for this.
Should we give it back to him?
I think that's what he wants!
I want to deliver the clear seal crystal to Jormgen for him.
You what?
Would it be possible to add that to the jobs being done by the guild?
We can't, Estelle. As a rule, tiny guilds like ours don't take on a new job until they complete the one they're working on.
Completing each job to the letter is the way new guilds have to build their reputation.
Is the guild going to be sent running here and there by another one of this girl's whims?
Hey, you don't have to talk to her like that, you know.
Rita, wait. Judith, I am sorry, but I want to help him deliver this to the one who was waiting for him.
I don't think anyone waits for 1,000 years.
Yeah, I'd get sick of waiting after that long myself.
I don't think that's what he's talking about.
I'll find them.
Rita.
You all have your hands full looking for Pharaoh and escorting Estelle, right? I'm free to do what I like.
Well, I'll come along too, then.
I don't mind going either.
Hold it! You guys have your jobs to take care of.
You know you're gonna end up sticking with us anyway, so I don't see any problem with us helping you out a little on the side.
Thank you.
Ah, how I envy the vigor of youth.
You've got such good friends. You must be so happy, Rita.
I'm not happy at all.
Really?
Huh?
Notice something?
Looks like there's smoke outside.
That might be Tokunaga's smoke signal. I wonder if the Ceres Blasty is working again.
Let's get back and check it out.
Come to mention it, we won't be able to get back the way we came.
We'll just have to see if we can't find a better way out.
It looks like the case holding the clear CL crystal just won't open. I wish we could make sure it's actually in there, considering the sort of place we found it in.
Couldn't you just bust it open with your magic?
No, I can't.
Right. If we damaged the contents, we wouldn't be able to make the delivery.
No, I mean I already tried blowing it up. This little box is tougher than it looks.
I'm at a loss for words.
Forget it, Estelle. There's not much you can say to that.
Anyway, I suppose it makes sense to put something so important in an unbreakable box.
Wasn't this locked earlier?
I guess we can go back through here.
The curse was broken, huh?
Don't be ridiculous! Now let's go!
Yes, ma'am.
What was that skeleton monster? It wasn't the sort of thing we regularly encounter.
It could be a creature possessed by spirits that wanders the Atherum.
That can't possibly be it. It's too unscientific.
Do you sense anything amiss, Ricky?
What'd he say?
I don't know.
Looks like we need Yuri to interpret for us. Hey, Yuri!
Hold on. There's no need to investigate this right now, is there?
Should we have finished it off when we had the chance?
If we could just jump down from here, we'd reach the ship in no time.
Here.
Where did you get that?
I thought something like this might happen. So I brought this from inside the ship.
I think I'm gonna gag.
All right, let's go back to the ship. Ah!
Good grief.
If the Ceres Blasty has been fixed, that means we can say sayonara to this hellhole.
Get ready. I'm taking you down. All right.
Victory is a whirling tide!
The Ceres Blastia has been fixed.
So it seems.
Whew! Thank goodness.
Of all the... Why do I always get sucked into these messes? If it was anybody other than me, you guys would have been left behind.
Sorry about that. We'll never do it again, promise.
I wonder what caused the Ceres Blastia to break down.
It just started working again. I don't have the slightest clue why.
You really think there's a curse then?
Perhaps the captain wanted to pass the clear Ciel crystal on to someone and reached out to us.
No way. Dead people can't want to do anything.
Doors get stuck, the Ceres Blastia stops working. Sounds like a curse to me.
The world's a big place. There are many things we humans don't understand.
I said it can't happen, so it just can't.
What are you hitting me for?
So, how do you like it?
Well, the boss here's seen better days.
What's the matter?
We don't know why it broke down, but either way, it's barely holding together. If we keep using this old piece of junk Blastia, we're guaranteed a shipwreck in the middle of the sea.
Wow, so she's sensible when it comes to ships.
What? She is?
What are you all looking at? Fine, fine. As soon as we get to port, I'm getting you a new one. You don't have a problem with that, do you? Seriously, this is a crazy deal you're getting.
Hey, are we going to Nordopolica or not? Let's get this thing out of here.
Right. I'm looking forward to finally getting there as well.
So there's Nordopolica.
Yep, otherwise known as the Colosseum City.
Once popular among the nobility as a place for pitting criminals against each other in brutal contest, Nordopolica is currently run by the Guild Palestrale and has become a city of entertainment.
Yeah, Palestrale's just as big a guild as the Don's Altosk, and...
My, how pretty.
So, a party in the streets every day, huh? This is gonna be great!
Parties, fireworks, and skewers are a match made in heaven.
Hey, I'll have one of those skewers too.
Since when are you on vacation?
Oh yeah, right. A minion's work is never done.
You're the Don's messenger, so don't be rude to Bellius.
Young man, you are looking at a veritable paragon of manners and good breeding.
Traveling in a group sounds like loads of fun.
It's just a lot of noise.
We've arrived safely, thanks to you all. Once I've unloaded my cargo, the Fiertia belongs to you, as promised.
Thanks. We'll take good care of her.
So, are the sands of Kogor still a long way from here?
They lie far to the west of Nordopolica.
Aren't there some big mountains on the way there?
That would make going by foot a problem. Wonder if we could get there by boat.
I don't think that's possible. Not many people go to the desert. I doubt there would be a place to moor a boat.
Are you seriously going through with this? I told you, the desert is really dangerous. I can't just let you go to a place like that all by your... I mean...
Heading into port, me hearties.
Good work. Thanks.
No, thank you. You're a huge help.
Right, mutual back scratching and all that.
Oh, Madam President, it's an honor to have you here.
Excavating more ruins? I'm always impressed that the guild boss himself supervises the excavations.
The excavation of ruins is what I live for.
Who's that?
That's Regay, the head of Ruins Gate.
Ruins Gate? That sounds familiar.
They're the guild that's helping the Imperial mages excavate ruins.
Oh, that's why I've heard of them.
Well, I have friends who are expecting me, so if you'll excuse me...
He seems like a nice person.
Hey, you were talking earlier about a guild that's selling Hoplone Blastia.
You mean Leviathan's Claw?
Do you think they might be getting their Blastia under the table from those Ruin guys?
Ruin's Gate is completely innocent.
How can you be so sure?
They're upstanding, serious, diligent. That's what they're known for.
Well, I'm off. Take good care of the Fiertia.
I'll arrange for exchange of the Ceres Blastia and for transport of Tokunaga.
Sure.
Good luck, brave Vesperia.
Thanks!
Nate just selling Blastia on the black market? That is so not good.
Rita.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Alright, I guess I'll be going now.
Going? Going where?
I've got lots of stuff to do.
You mean treasure hunting?
Aye, thanks for all the help.
It was nothing. Thanks for piloting our ship, by the way.
It's been real fun. Be careful out there.
You too.
Well, I got some work to do myself.
Oh yeah, your letter. It's for Bellius, right?
Yep.
Hey, why don't we all go?
Good idea. She probably knows something about Pharaoh. We'll just tag along with you and say hi to Bellius.
I don't know if that's such a good idea. Of course, I've only heard rumors, but,
What? Is something wrong?
Huh? Nah, it's nothing.
Where can we find Bellius?
The Colosseum, probably, since Bellius is the Duce of Palestrale.
Just what sort of person is this Bellius exactly?
Well, that's just it. I've heard the name often enough, but I've never met the person.
Carol, do you know?
I've only lived in Dawngrass, so I don't really know the guilds in Nordopolica.
The last thing we need is another Dawn on our hands.
You can say that again. One Don is plenty.
I can hardly wait to meet Bellius now.